Hi, my name is Jade, and this is my second YouTube video. I posted my very first video last night, and the topic of the video was supposed to be like my school life versus my previous life. And I sort of skipped over it, so I thought I owed you guys a sort of morning second video, so here it is. My life definitely has changed. From when I was a male working at a retail store, and to where my life is now, to where I still work at a grocery store as a checker. However, my student life comes first, and life at school, especially my junior year at UW Bothell, has been challenging a little bit to me in my confidence. I went full-time as a female. I hate using that term, by the way. I've been a female full-time since I was a child mentally, but I've been, presenting female at school when I started in September, and the challenges that come with that, of that first very shaky use of the women's restroom. And I've used the women's restroom before, and that's not a big deal, but sort of going in there, and there's other women in there, and none of them are my friends, and I don't know any of them. It's sort of that first day was very scary. I had to use the bathroom 5 times that day. Fucking Sparrow. So I mean, that was challenging. My voice too was a big one. I was a little afraid to speak at first because, I have tranny voice, because I'm still trying to perfect sort of my inflections and how I speak like a female. That was very challenging too, but I eventually just I got over that. And I think after a few months, people began to they accepted me. Not even after a few months. I would say after a few weeks, people began to warm up to me. I made a bunch of really good friends in just about all of my classes. In fact, all of my classes. One class I didn't particularly like was my BIS 300 class. I had friends in that class, however, no one wanted to sit next to me. In my literature class, I had people who wanted to sit next to me, and then in my my cultural media literacy class, I sat next to people there too. People weren't shy about sitting next to me in that class, but in my BIS 300 class, there was a lot of younger folk. There was older folk too, but it was a lot of younger folk who maybe didn't feel comfortable around somebody who was gender variant. However that is, comfort levels with that. However, I don't know. So I mean, yeah, my first quarter at school was it was the learning quarter, not only for my workload, being at a university now versus a community college, but it was sort of the crash course, and this is how you present as female amongst a bunch of people that are cisgendered and maybe aren't too sure who transgender people are, especially a trans female. And I sort of learned how to act and how to assert myself. I remember one girl in one class insisted on giving me the he treatment, and I corrected her in front of everybody in a sort of very confrontational manner. I wasn't angry or anything. I just, I simply stated that, you've he'd me twice, and I'm a girl. And she sort of was, very like, okay. And she looked down, and the teacher was, I didn't catch that. And if you're a trans student at a university, you shouldn't rely on the professors to defend you or to come to your aid or to be your classroom white knights. You gotta stand up for yourself, and you gotta sort of be assertive with your identity. If people don't get it at first, or if you're genderqueer especially, you gotta be assertive with your identity, because people will assume based on the sound of your voice or based on how they think you look, and they'll gender you that way before they gender you the way you maybe want to be gendered. Especially with pronouns and stuff, or lack of pronouns. Maybe you don't like pronouns. You gotta be assertive, and that can be very difficult for trans-identified people. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there for now. I'm going to get my hair done today. I'm getting something done with the bangs. I want something like right here to cover my forehead. I'm not too ashamed of my forehead as I claim to be, but I want something a little bit more prettier, a little bit more femme. You know, I wear my hair in a ponytail quite a bit just because of doing studying and stuff like that. I don't really give a shit to break out the hair dryer and the flat iron or the curling iron and sit there and really put a whole shit ton of effort into it. So I'm going to try to get something something towards like I can wear it really effortless. I can go from like a day look to a night look pretty effortlessly. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.